Shri from ADS department. My mini project title is Quick Care. This is based on Smart Ambulance Dispatch System and ER Capacity Management System. My project, it focuses on the Indian focused plug and play hospital recommendation system from the medical dispatch, from the emergency medical dispatch to the hospital capacity management system using real-time capacity awareness. What my project does is, when an emergency call receives, it it sends an ambulance, and the ambulance will get the details of the patient and sees in such a way that which hospital is the best and shortest for the patient to arrive and to get the treatment as soon as possible. It checks the capacity of the hospital, like whether there are beds available or the equipments for the treatment to treat the patient is available and the doctors are available, and it checks all these status, and if all these status are updated to green, then it will get the patient to that hospital. If the hospital's capacity based on these requirements is red, then we'll move on to the next hospital. So by using the real-time web dashboard, we are going to see the routing for the shortest hospital as well as the dispatch system, which hospital is the best and the shortest to for the right time the patient to get the treatment based on the patient's condition and the hospital's requirements and hospital's accessibilities and so on. So in this operational workflow, what we are gonna see is, so Quick Care, here it will retrieve nearby hospitals. It will retrieve nearby hospitals based on the availabilities, facilities, and the distances score. So we'll be having the distance score, which hospital is near, which hospital are farther from the current location. So it will retrieve the nearby hospitals and it will filter by its facilities, and it will send those hospitals which are near and have facilities to the dispatch system, and the dispatch system will check the hospital's updates, like whether the beds are available or not, or whether the facilities are available or not, and then it will send the patient to that hospital. This is the operational workflow. In the client layer, so what happens, the total architecture is emergency dispatch systems, and hospital interfaces, web-based status update, and it will send the API gateway RESTful endpoints, and after that we'll be getting the API gate points, and it will see the hospital history based on location, facilities, and it will see the dynamic status management module, and it will recommend by based on the filtering option like distance, score, and rank, and it will send the, and from the database we'll be getting all those details, and it will send to the client server again. So this is what it happens. So why we chose this project? Because there are poor communication between hospital and hospital, ambulance and hospital data treatment. Because during the emergency time, the ambulance will get to some hospital, and the hospital delays the treatment again. So this is what it happens. This is what happens. The ambulance don't know the hospital's capacity, and it will go to some hospitals where there will be no equipments or no facilities or no doctors and all, which may lead the patient to a serious condition. This is what happens. So in order to change this condition, our project helps by using the real-time web dashboard, where we can update the live updates of the hospital, whether the facilities or equipments or other things, and based on that facilities and all the requirements, if the hospital score and the distance is higher, then the patient will be get into that hospital through the ambulance. So this is what we had happens. So we can log into the hospital. This is what we have developed. We can log into the hospital, and once logged in, we can select. So this is for the staff management. So before that, I'll be going through admin. For admin dashboard, the admin can onboard a hospital in this. So using current location, they can onboard and they can enter hospital address. Otherwise, they can click the facilities, what they have, and the trauma center or ICU ventilators, whatever it is, emergency readiness, compliance declarations, and they can register the hospital. So the hospital will be self-declared. So this is what it happens. Or we can add staff, can give staff access by giving some staff code and access code, and this happens in the admin dashboard. What happens in the staff? In the staff dashboard, the staffs can update the hospital status like green, yellow, or red, or by through department status like ICU, cath lab, burn unit, dialysis, maternity, and so on. And it's also auto synced. We can update the status for every 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So it's auto synced. So this is what it happens in our project. So this is our GitHub repository, and this is the architecture diagram. The hospital staff status updates the status, and Quick API server will store all the MongoDB database and it will integrate in the dispatch system. This is what it happens. In the dispatcher search, we can simulate the caller location and we can get the latitude and longitude, and we can take this emergency type and so on. So this is our project. Hope you would like this project. Thank you.